Let's not talk about how thrash metal songs were prophetic about our world, or how Kurt Cobain would have prevented the debacle that we have put ourselves in. Let's talk instead about how Emerson, Lake, and Palmer warned us about it in 1973, but we didn't listen because we were sick of progressive rock by that point, and nobody wanted to hear their cacophony of noise. Just kidding. Actually, Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, and Carl Palmer were at the forefront of the prog rock genre and provided staples of the classic rock era such as Lucky Man, From the Beginning, and Still You Turn Me On. And yet it is the third impression of their magnum opus Karn Evil 9 that I will be discussing here. But first, a few things about the first and second impressions of the song. The first impression describes a world in which people are born into poverty and servitude, where the publicized media presents images of the plight of suffering humanity, but does nothing to solve the problem. The song proceeds to portray the presentation of this world through the invitations of a carnival barker, who describes the perverse and spectacular wonders which await the visitors inside the show. The portion of the song which was released as a single has the carnival barker welcoming his listeners back to the show again, promising even more spectacular and morbid wonders for the viewers to witness. What is most notable about this impression of the song, aside from its dynamic and powerful score, is the eagerness which the song expects its audience to experience in approaching the wonders which it is presenting to them, even though they are indications of a dystopian world. While it is often skipped over as an extended piano improvisation for Keith Emerson, this section of the song is highly structured like a sonata, and the steel pan solo was actually played on the Minimoog synthesizer, and the atmospheric effects were actually played by Carl Palmer on drums, running his beats through the Minimoog synthesizer as well. At times eerie and haunting, this section is meant to reveal the sinister nature of the carnival-like world in which we live. The chattering children during the steel pan solo are meant to be ironic. Don't feel bad. I often skip this part as well. However you feel that the story of the war in the third impression plays out, it is obvious from the lyrics that we teach our computers to be like us, or at least to be what we need from them, so that they can serve us well. The line, "Load your program, I am yourself," is quite telling, and Todd Mikosh spent a few pages in his novel appearing to study particle physics, discussing how we use our online spaces to represent ourselves. The song concludes with the human protagonist arguing with the computer, and two truths emerge for the argument. While humans created computers, or gave them life, computers are becoming so necessary to our society that they literally do let us live, whether it be by providing services or medical treatments which allow for our lives to be extended, or by permitting us to continue living. The closing line is quite haunting. I'm perfect. Are you?